It's true. We are here. It's true.
Oh, cool.
Hi. Wayne, you made it.
Yeah, I had some technical issues on my end.
Oh my gosh. We were scared. We were scared you didn't like us anymore or something.
Oh, I like you guys.
Oh.
See, I'm set. I have coffee to keep me company.
Nice.
That's awesome. Well, this is episode 2, and we've made some changes from episode 1. Today's special guest, everyone, is Jason May. Say hi, Jason.
Hello, Jason.
Hi.
How are you?
And then we have extra special coolness. We have Wayne with us, who volunteered to be my comments reader guy because we had I had issues keeping up with all the comments the other day. So I wanted to draw and stuff, but then I figured, yeah, let's do it. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna draw and we're gonna talk and we're gonna catch up on stuff. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
I'm here to help.
I like talking to people.
So this is just chill and relax, and we're gonna draw, and we're gonna switch back and forth. So tonight I'm gonna draw. What are you gonna draw tonight, Jason?
I'm not sure. I'm all over the place, but I think I'm gonna do some Cobra Kai stuff.
Oh yeah, because we're gonna talk about Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
And then I feel unfulfilled from last week because I drew Vision, but I didn't draw Scarlet Witch. So I'm gonna draw Scarlet Witch and Vision.
Nice.
And we're going to talk. And Wayne, if you guys have comments from YouTube or I don't even know if Periscope or Twitter can have comments, or Facebook, you can put comments up, and Mr. Reader Guy Wayne will jump in and just yell them out sporadically.
I feel unfulfilled from last week because I drew Vision.
Oh yeah,
but
I am unfulfilled.
Scarlet Witch, so I'm going to draw Scarlet Witch and Vision.
I'm still
we have it on
unfulfilled.
record.
Yeah. I said it's true. You know it's true because I said it twice.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So this is going to be my screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's my.
I can vanish.
There's my. We're all going to vanish, and then we'll come back and forth, and then this is Jason's screen.
It's my blank screen.
And we're going to talk about stuff. So you'll see us mostly like this, but sometimes we'll pop in like this, but sometimes we'll be like this.
Yeah.
And we'll talk and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. True story.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you want to talk about first? Let's catch up with something first. What do you want to catch up with first? WandaVision, or you want to catch up with Cobra Kai? Because Cobra Kai, there's 3 seasons, and I got a lot of stuff to say about Cobra Kai.
Are you done with it? You're done with the 3 seasons, you said, right?
I did, and I have projections for season 4. Wayne, did you watch any of this stuff at all?
I finished season 3 today.
Ooh! Oh wow! And you watched
Perfect.
WandaVision as well?
I did. Yep.
Oh my gosh!
So
There's
we've
gonna be
got
lots of stuff.
All fresh.
Yeah.
So I did some doodles before we started a little bit. And,
Oh, look at those!
I don't know.
Man.
I don't know.
You're all technical and stuff. I'm going old fashioned with a pen and paper here.
Well, my brain moves too fast for me, so I have to draw something like 50 times before I like a direction. I don't know what to do.
Nice. I pre-drew this. I did some sketches of this. I did some pen sketch. I always do my sketches in pen. So these are my pen sketches, and then I box them out and put them on here. So I did this just before showtime. We were talking and stuff, so I figured I would ink and draw at the same time as we were talking. But Wayne, what do you want to start with? You want to start with WandaVision or Cobra Kai?
Let's do Cobra Kai.
Oh yeah, jumping right in. I love it.
Jumping right in.
I love it. Okay. So Jason, what is your biggest like and dislike about Cobra Kai? Let's talk about that.
My biggest like. I like what they're doing by flipping the story around a bit and showing you that Johnny's not all that bad. That whole story arc part of it.
Mm-hmm.
What I don't love at times is just some of the over-the-top, I don't know, nostalgia kind of hit me over the head with it a little more than just kind of hinting at it.
I like that though. I think I like that because it's part of the charm and the story element of it.
Yeah, I don't dislike it. Completely. It's just that occasionally it just... I
Too
think
much?
that's my only gripe. I think everything else is pretty fun.
I like that it's over the top soap opera y cartoony,
Yeah, I do like that.
and it doesn't have any right to be as good or addicting as it is. You know what I mean?
I do.
And my number one gripe, Wayne, would you like to know what my number one gripe about this
What
is?
is your number one gripe, sir?
I love it. He's like the co-host. This is awesome. My number one gripe about this is I live in the same town that I gotta put this on. I'm gonna put this on the screen for this one. I live in the same town that I went to high school with, right?
Yeah.
I never bump into anybody that I went to high school with as much as these guys bump into each other down in the valley.
This is true.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like
it's true.
Every other day they like see each other. What is
Yeah.
going on? How does that happen?
I don't know. And I think it's a busy area, right? So it's not like...
There's people everywhere all the
Right.
time.
It's not
There's
a low
probably only like
population.
20 people.
LaRusso's got big billboards all over the place, and he's
Yeah.
got like 50 people in his shop all the time. That's ridiculous. I think that's my one gripe about that.
It is a good size auto sales place too.
That's the one thing I find so unbelievable about this shit. Not that they're having huge karate fights in a school and no teacher ever comes out ever. That's not what bothers me. What bothers me is that these guys run into each other way too often.
Well, don't forget they almost stopped them from fighting during soccer practice.
Oh, that's
Almost.
right. Yeah, almost.
Almost.
But that was after the huge fight in the hallway
know.
when there were no teachers around at all. It's
But
ridiculous.
it is like they just keep letting it go.
It's ridiculous. Who does that?
Not me.
All right.
People
what
in the
about-
valley.
Apparently.
Oh, I live in a valley.
Do you?
Yep, Hope Valley.
Do you go and karate kick people randomly in your valley?
I didn't until recently.
Was it because of Cobra Kai?
There was.
See, because that now they're. Oh, see, we should also say that we're going to be talking about spoiler stuff on here.
Yeah,
but
we're spoiling.
But,
You said that a lot in the last show. You reminded everybody that you were going to spoil.
Mhm.
So we should probably give like a heads up before we say a spoiler.
No,
Give
I think
people a
it's- I
second, or
think-
just
I think
drive
right
into
now
it.
it's drop right into it because now it's it's just out there.
now it's canon.
Yeah, it's
Spoiler.
definitely canon. I'm coming back to our faces because I want to fix the crawl at the bottom because I want people to know we're talking about Cobra Kai. So yeah,
Well,
Sorry,
D. Brad
that's
and
fancy.
Anthony say hi, guys,
Oh hey,
on
What's
Facebook.
up?
Hello, guys.
No questions. Oh, Andrew Clark asked, wasn't there one teacher who came out, but he got kicked?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
yeah, that's right. But the true part of that scene was when they came back with the other teacher that the nerdy kid came back with the other teacher,
Mm-hmm.
and that guy's like, no, I'm not going to get involved. I don't get paid enough. That was
Oh,
true.
that's right. Yeah.
'Cause as educators don't get paid enough. So, yeah. So, see, there is some truth to these stories.
So you wouldn't jump in there and take people out then?
No, and how did you guys watch this? Did you guys watch this all? Well, Wayne, I know that you binged it because when I talked to you before, you said you didn't watch any of it, and you probably wouldn't. But then you surprised me and said you would.
Yeah,
You did.
I did. I changed my mind.
I love that. I love your commitment to the show.
Uh,
That's
I
why you
watched-
get paid the contract money for this.
Oh,
Not really. You're not getting paid anything. But go ahead, Jason. What were you gonna say?
I watched it on YouTube first.
Me too.
Yep.
And then I fell behind like second season, and then when it came over to the Netflix, then they added third season, and I said, "Oh crap! I better watch this." So it was hokey goodness. I didn't think I would ever feel bad for Johnny.
I know.
but I do.
I dig it.
Andrew Clark asks, there was a 3-issue Cobra Kai comic recently. It was very good. Did you guys see it?
No.
I saw that they made it, but I did not read it.
Recently? That's not a thing, is it?
I think they did, yeah. I remember seeing a picture of it, unless it was fan art.
Who put it out?
I don't know.
You're gonna have to tell us.
All right,
Andrew.
internet.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
Oh yeah. That's awesome.
Now I'm going to tell you my least favorite character, thing out of the whole Cobra Kai is Dimitri. I cannot stand that kid.
No?
I wish he'd get his ass kicked. I wish they get rid of him. Oh my God, he's so annoying.
They did get his ass kicked.
Yeah, he
Not
did.
enough.
But he's grown on me a little bit. I thought he was really annoying too, and I'm like, oh, I felt
He has
like
not
you do.
grown on me one bit.
Really?
But what I like is what they did better than what Wonder Woman 84 did. They incorporated 80s music into the modern elements of the story, but still, it had that 80s feeling to it where Wonder Woman didn't.
I get such a kick out of Johnny when he, all of his nostalgia stuff. Like when he was going to do Facebook pictures.
Yeah.
and he says, no, let's take some new photos. And he's like, nah, the baby oil is going to get all over the furniture and everything.
Yeah.
I love that. And then there was a scene where he was drunk in the church. And then, the pastor karate kicked him and knocked him out. And then and then he was eating a muffin. And I just love the subtle little things. If you look, he's sitting on the banister. And he's eating the muffin, and then they do a wide shot, and there's like a whole bunch of crumbs from the corn muffin all over the floor, directly underneath him. Those little things I love.
Yeah, I really like how they did his character. It's fun seeing him. I remember seeing him in, was it in How I Met Your Mother? They had him like in a limo or something at one point. He was in an episode.
You're right. Yeah.
And he was his best man, right? Wasn't that what it was? Oh, you can't be my best man? He's going to be my best man? I got a kick out of him in that, too, and this is kind of bringing it back.
Has he really done anything else besides this? Or not really?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything.
See?
Well, I just looked it up. Cobra Kai is an IDW comic, and it has been confirmed by Andrew Clark.
Really? Wow.
I had a sinking suspicion it would be IDW.
That's so nifty. Cool.
And D. Brad really thinks Johnny is very funny and likable.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Especially in that third season.
I think that's why the show works. Because there could be a lot wrong with it right away.
Oh, definitely.
But it works. The show works, and I don't know why it does. Is it all of our nostalgia that makes it work, or?
That helps, but I think they're doing a good job with the character development. Because, I mean, even if you haven't seen it before, using like the old clips to kind of tell people who haven't seen the movies, what the relationship was and now what the relationship is now. Like when the girl from the second movie showed up, I was like, oh, that's not her. Is that her? Is that really her?
The girl from Okinawa?
Yep. And then, they showed, the modern audience who she was too. So I think it
was that Karate Kid 2 when he was in Okinawa, or was that 3?
That was 3.
That was 3, right? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you were saying to me right before we came on that you spent your entire childhood watching Cobra Kai and what else? And
no, Karate Kid.
Karate. Oh yeah, Karate. That's what I meant. Karate Kid and what else?
That's the first movie. Oh, Ninja Turtles?
Yeah. So you lied to me because you obviously didn't watch any of the Karate Kid because you didn't even know which movie was which.
I said the first one's the Karate Kid.
No, they're all Karate Kids.
All of them? Pretty
sure.
Even the one with Hilary Swank?
Yeah, she's the next Karate Kid.
All right. I didn't.
I heard rumors that they're in talks with her for the next season.
Oh, I don't. I believe it. I've never seen or I've only seen parts of the new Karate Kid. You know, they did the remake.
Oh, that's another question I have. Because that was Will Smith's kid, right?
Yeah.
Jaden Smith, is that his name? Or is that wrong? I forget.
I can't remember.
I don't know. But if you look on the credits, Will Smith is a producer, and I'm wondering if it's the Will Smith. Or if it's a different Will Smith.
I think it's the Will Smith.
It might be
Right?
the Will Smith.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. Good for him. Making more money.
As a Andrew Clark actually makes a comment. I really like the Kreese flashbacks. I thought it would be the bully right off the bat instead of turning into one.
Yep.
Yeah. Although I did find those Vietnam scenes not very realistic. Especially when the guy had the long hair and the top knot. Or the ponytail. And then he was in the army with the ponytail. And I'm like, wait, if they got drafted or they went over there, wouldn't they make him shave that off? That was just me.
No, I feel that.
So I'm not sure.
Oh no, Karate Kid Part 2 took place in the Okinawa Island.
Oh, in Okinawa? Oh.
Yeah,
wow.
I'm on the wiki page.
I'm sorry, Franco?
So you were right.
You're right.
Karate Kid Part 2. I apologize.
Me too.
So what was Karate Kid Part 3 then?
All right, 6 months after the 1984 All Valley Tournament, down-and-out John Kreese visits his Vietnam comrade, rich businessman Terry Silver. Silver sends Kreese on vacation to Tahiti, promising to reestablish Cobra Kai dojo and get revenge on Daniel and Mr. Miyagi. Meanwhile, Daniel and Mr. Miyagi have returned from Okinawa to find Daniel's apartment building being demolished and his mother back in Jersey, taking care of a sick relative. Miyagi invites Daniel to stay with him. When Miyagi refuses to train Daniel to defend his title for the tournament, Daniel happens across Silver, who offers to train him in the Cobra Kai style.
Oh.
There we go. We don't even have to watch the movie.
When did all this happen?
1989.
That's not a thing.
Yep.
That's not a thing.
I don't feel like I saw that movie.
I watched 1 and 2 more than I watched 3.
Okay, so now I don't even remember 3 at this point. You're telling me Kreese was in 3?
Yeah. I don't remember it. I don't think I watched 3.
I think I blacked out in 1989.
It's not as rewatchable.
What happened? It's not as rewatchable?
That's
well, apparently, in order for it to be rewatchable, you have to watch it. And I don't think I watched it.
Huh.
I don't know what's happening now because I don't remember any of this movie. I'm trying to remember what happened in 1989 that I don't remember.
Uh-oh.
We have an even better question from both Andrew Clark and D. Brad. All has to do with the Karate Kid cartoon from the 1980s. Does anyone remember it, and is it in canon?
Holy crap.
I remember it, and I do not.
What year was that in? Was it in 1989? Because I'm having I'm having an episode here. I don't know what happened in 1989.
I feel like it was the early 90s, no?
I'm looking it up.
Oh my gosh, I can't. This is not. It's not good, fellas.
It's not Star Wars.
I don't know. I feel like I need to go see my doctor. Oh boy.
It says it's 1989 on IMDb.
I'm having issues.
What happened?
A possible stroke, I'm thinking. I don't know.
Wow, that's both of us. Holy jeez.
Seriously, I'm really worried right now. You don't understand how worrying this is to me.
I watched a lot of cartoons in that time period.
But you remember it, but I have no recollection of 3 or the cartoon. Wayne, nothing?
Nothing. I don't remember 3 or the cartoon.
I think they just released the cartoon on something.
You remember the first 2, right? I mean, And you and I both thought that Karate Kid 2 was 3.
Was 3, yeah.
Because it was the last one you watched.
Oh my gosh. All right, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed I can't even show my face anymore.
I feel better now, though.
I'm gonna.
You've been vindicated.
Yeah, second one, they got the little things, and they're going pop, 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 pop. I remember that.
This is awful. I feel awful.
You should.
89.
I lost a whole year of my life.
No, 89, I'd be in the accounting firm working in the trenches. So, yeah, probably I didn't see the movie.
Or the cartoons, more than likely.
Or the cartoon.
Oh my gosh. I
feel like coloring one of these.
Now, how did I not know about this, but I knew about the next Karate Kid with Hilary Swank, which I've never watched, by the way.
I know I've watched it. I don't remember it all.
I think I remember seeing the trailers in the movie theater for it.
I remember there's this scene where she like rolls over a car or something. Maybe it was in the trailer over and over and over again. Or gets hit. She's on a bike and she flips over the car or something. I don't know. That's all I can remember from it. And that's not a lot.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'm having issues.
Ali Tarantino says 3 will be heavily referenced in next season, so we should watch it soon.
Oh my gosh. How do we know it's going to be heavily referenced?
Because they already referenced
the second one, which we thought was the third one.
Well, we didn't.
Well, but there's been thanks for that. But there's been references from the first one in all the seasons.
Yeah, but definitely the third season focused more on the second one because the girl was in it.
Okay, so that brings up another point for me now. Okay, so Elizabeth Shue shows up in this.
Yeah.
Apparently she tries to take over the world in The Boys. And then she comes over to here. Okay? Now, hear me out. Here's my theory. Okay? She's probably in the future right now.
Oh.
Because she was in Back to the Future 2 and 3.
That's true.
So this is probably her same character from Back to the Future.
I think that is actually a fan, I don't know what you call it, rumor?
Theory?
Myth?
Fan theory?
Thank you. Fan theory.
No.
Yeah. Well, even if it's not, you just did it. Now it's out there.
No. I'm no.
There's no going back.
There's things that are I'm still having issues that I can't remember anything from 1989.
Well,
do you think Elizabeth Shue may have taken those memories?
Elizabeth Shue stole my memories from 1989.
So that I would always think of her as the girlfriend in The Karate Kid.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you, Wayne. What were you going to say?
Oh, we have Andrew Clark saying that there's like Mego-like toys made from the Karate Kid series.
Oh, where's Art when you need him?
Yeah, that's an art. That's an art thing. Art would tell you right now that he would use a Karate Kid to make a custom something else, Matrix figure or something. I don't know.
Oh, and also referencing the 80s, we have D. Brad saying the actor who plays Kreese was a recurring character in the 80s Equalizer show. Now, I remember the Equalizer on TV.
Right.
Yeah, I saw somebody say that they're remaking the Equalizer with Queen
With
Latifah.
Queen Latifah, right? That's what I heard.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I just watched.
I don't know if I like that.
With her last week.
I've never been a big fan of the Queen Latifahs.
Oh, I like Queen Latifah.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
I don't know that not that I dislike her. I just don't know that she's done anything of real substance for me to enjoy.
Oh, she's got some good stuff. She did a lot of comedy, but she did a lot of other stuff too.
Name one thing, and if they were all from 1989, then
they were all from 1989.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Man, this is not good.
That was the black hole period for us, Franco.
No, the Black Hole I remember. That was 1979 from Disney.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. I have that on Blu-ray.
Do you really?
I do, and I watched it recently. It's really slow.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I was like, oh man, I love this when I was a kid, and now
It's got to be almost as bad as the original Star Trek movie.
Wrath of Khan.
No, that's the second one. Don't get into this again.
Pardon me?
Messing me all up.
Hey, I had it right the first time.
Now-
That was Wrath of Khan.
Fine. You got me.
Well, we have a Queen Latifah reference
Ooh.
from Ali Tarantino, Ice Age.
Yep.
Okay.
There's
But she wasn't
something-
in the first one. She was in the third
Oh,
one.
is this like... Oh, okay. So we're not... Okay.
You and your third ones.
Yeah, it's the third ones.
Oh, and I made a mistake. It was Johnny that was on The Equalizer, not Crease.
What
According to
the?
Dee Brat. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know the actors by their name.
Really?
I do.
Well, me neither.
Johnny.
Interesting.
And we're... the comments on Facebook are saying they think that Crease is reaching out to characters in the third movie, and the rumor is Terry Silver from the third movie.
Terry Silver.
Whoever that was
Who's that? Yeah, I
the
was gonna
movie
say-
we don't know about.
I was going to say who's Terry.
Oh yeah, him.
Okay, so this blows out my other theory. Because here's my other theory about this.
Terry Silver's his coach. I can't remember what actor it was though.
See, I don't know what you're talking about because I've never seen this thing. But this is my theory now. Okay, so those of us that have watched all 3 seasons, Kreese picks up that phone and he's having the Nam flashbacks, right?
Yeah.
And he picks up that phone and he calls somebody. Now
Yeah, the
I'm
dude.
thinking,
Yeah.
but the dude, we don't know. We haven't seen this guy in what 50 years, right?
Well, for us it was a few minutes. For him, it's been
No.
50 years.
He hasn't seen this guy. Well, we haven't seen this guy since Nam because we only see him in the flashback. So Nam was in let's say 1969, 1970, right? Do the math. That's a lot of years, right?
This is true.
So, and the movie takes place in the 80s with the Cobra Kai thing. So I'm thinking that in the next season, who's going to show up? But the Ninja Turtles. That's who he's calling.
I'd like it.
He's calling Michelangelo or Raphael or something like that, and they're going to show up in season 4 of Cobra Kai.
Which one would you call if you were Kreese?
Raphael.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanted a
Kreese
badass.
would get
turtle?
Raphael.
Yeah. Has to be
Yeah.
Raphael.
I feel like Kreese would want. Oh yeah, Raphael. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. I was thinking Leonardo while you were saying that. I'm like, really, Raphael? Yeah, no, I concur.
Yeah, no, that's a thing. And then, no, it's got to be somebody more badass than that.
Casey Jones.
Casey Jones, right? That's who he's going to call, because that's who that guy turned out to be. He's going to show up with a hockey stick and a face mask, goalie mask.
With the Cobra Kai logo on it.
Mm-hmm. And how ridiculous and awesome was Eagle Fang? Right? Because you were not expecting that at all.
Nope. Eagle Fang.
And are there T-shirts of that stuff out there?
I'm sure there was immediately after it being aired
Because I need to know.
on Zazzle or something. Does Zazzle still exist?
Basil.
All right. Ali Tarantino is confirming that the guy in the flashbacks is Terry Silver.
Bum bum bum.
The guy in the flashbacks is Terry
The guy
Silver.
that survives.
Right.
Wow.
That Kreese saves.
Now, how badass would it be
I don't know.
at the end? Oh, be quiet.
Oh, sorry.
No, I meant, just because you upset me about the '89 thing. So,
The year that never was.
yeah. Now, how badass would it be if, when this all ends, at the very end, the last cameo for however many seasons they wind up doing or whatever, the last cameo is Mr. Miyagi comes back to life. And then they start a whole Walking Dead thing.
So he's undead. He's not. He's not
Well, yeah, no, he's dead.
CGI Miyagi, or like ghostly Miyagi.
Yeah, they do like a Walking Dead like makeup stuff on him.
That would be something.
That would work, don't you think, Wayne? I think so.
I think it does. And we have two different great comments from Allie again. Her and her son have Eagle Fang T-shirts.
Wow! Already, there it is.
Merchandising.
Oh, and Allie's a sir.
Oh,
Yes.
sir? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Andrew Clark they made a reference to Rambo in the show in this season. So wouldn't it be funny if, and since Kreese, the actor, was also in Rambo 2, that maybe Stallone shows up?
Holy cow! That would be
something.
awesome. See, that's what I'm thinking. They got to go for something big like that.
I don't think that would be impossible.
That would be awesome. Sylvester Stallone would come in with a Gatling gun, mow everybody down in Cobra Kai, except for, Ralph and Johnny. And then he'd be like, "They drew first blood. It was them." And then it would go into whole 5 seasons of Rambo. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen.
And then would that expand to the Expendables afterwards? Where the Expendables are trying to control?
Expendables.
Let me tell you something.
Kreese joins the Expendables.
Wayne, that's
Yeah.
exactly where I was going with this. So yeah, all the Expendables show up. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely.
Except Bruce Willis because he's too expensive.
Probably true. Yeah. I think so. That's where all of this is going. Amazing. Amazing that we were able to put this all together. Even though, Wayne, you and I missed all of 1989.
A whole year.
Well, I was working, so I got an excuse.
It was worth it.
Now I really need to know what the hell I was doing, because now I don't remember. I sincerely don't remember 1989.
We'll have to have a watch party.
For 1989?
Yep, the whole year. Imagine if you started watching that movie, though, and you were like, "Oh, this one," and you started just quoting it left and right.
That's actually happened before.
I'm telling you.
Where I think I don't know it, but then I'm like, "Oh, I've seen this movie."
Ooh.
I'm usually pretty good with that stuff.
Okay. Here's a good theory.
All right.
Allie again. What if Terminator shows up because Back to the Future screwed up space time?
That's awesome. Well, I'm thinking this has got to be an alternate timeline from Back to the Future. Because like when Doc pulls down that blackboard and he explains it all to Marty,
Yeah.
and he goes, somewhere along the line you went this way, and
Yep.
he made
That's
he
the
made
way.
the little line coming down. Mm-hmm. Oh, I think I got so into this, I inked this whole thing. Oh, gosh.
I think you just have some little bubbles still.
No.
No bubbles?
No.
Magic bubbles?
That's in color mode. That's going to be done in color mode, I think. I think so. But yeah, that was okay. I honestly didn't think I would like Cobra Kai as much as I'm liking it.
Yeah, I wasn't
Same
sure
here.
how they would go with it either.
And
I
even
thought I'd be giving
what's that?
I thought I'd be giving up after the first episode, but it kind of
All right.
hit you, really.
And you made the commitment to like try to watch it for this.
That's exactly.
And then you went all 3 seasons.
That is.
That's awesome.
Boom. Yeah.
But I think that's the appeal of the show. That's the awesome thing from the show.
Yeah, it's like, what's going to happen next? Is he going to
Right.
be bad? Is he going to be good? Wait, is he bad now? Why is he doing that?
But it's also like the episodes aren't that long. They're like about a half hour, 40 minutes each,
Yeah.
which is great because sometimes you get those network shows that try and drag it out for the whole hour and they don't give you, they're obviously just filling stuff,
Yeah.
and I don't like that. But this is kind of cool. I like it.
Okay, to sort of refresh Franco and my memory,
Uh-oh.
Andrew Clark said back in 1989 we have Batman,
Yep.
Weekend at Bernie's, Bill and
Yeah.
Ted, and Roadhouse.
It's a good year.
Roadhouse.
Now,
Okay.
I saw all those.
I was going to say, Wayne, I think this is the problem. I think I figured out the problem. The problem was we were watching the non-crappy movies
Hey.
of the year. And
I
Jason
believe it.
over there didn't see any of these other movies. He didn't see Batman or Weekend at
I
Bernie's or anything like
saw
that.
all of them.
And he just went with
The best.
he went with the
I
Karate
went
Kid
with the
Part 3.
best. I went with the best around.
Karate Kid Part 3.
It just doesn't sound right, does it?
No, I don't remember anything of this. Nothing. I distinctly, when they were showing him saving that girl, and it was so hokey
from the
that she was
tower?
like, yeah, and it was so hokey that she was, the regional sales vice president of sales, whatever. I'm like, oh
Hey,
my god, how
It worked out
coincidental.
really, really well.
Yeah, it worked out so well for LaRusso. And I find him, I like Ralph. I liked him in My Cousin Vinny.
Yeah.
But in this, he seems so stiff, doesn't he?
That's
Stiff
Danielson.
and awkward.
He was stiff and awkward in the original movies.
Yeah, but now he's got his groove back together, and he's got his wife,
He does.
who's like super hot. And he's got kids. And what happened to the boy? Did they kill him off like halfway through the second season, and then not bring him back to the end of the third season?
My wife was asking about that.
What happened there?
She's like, they don't even care about the kid anymore.
Like, he wasn't brought up. He was nowhere to be found.
Well, it was like he was binging video games like the whole time in the first one, right? So like,
Yeah, but he was there.
That somebody was like, all right, I don't know if we want to keep this kid around, so let's make him like video games a real lot, so we can just say he's been playing video games the whole time.
So then why even have the kid? Like, why didn't they give him up for adoption?
He was backup. You know what? He couldn't learn the karate, so they fired him.
In case the daughter didn't pan out with the karate thing, they had a backup.
They were like, man, this kid, not very good at karate. Let's write him off as a video game.
Did they
Freak.
change him? Did they change the kid with another actor? Because did he lose a lot of weight?
Have we seen him again? Was he in season 3
Yeah,
at
he was
all?
in-
Yeah, he was in
Season
season 3. Like, he was in 1 or 2 episodes.
For like a
He,
second?
Like he looked like he dropped a lot of weight.
Oh, maybe. I mean, he
it might
was
have been
at
the same
the
kid.
age where you just kind of grow,
All right, inking is done. Ta-da! There's my inkings. Yay! All right, now we're gonna colors. We're gonna do some colors. Or should I just leave it blank? No, I like colors. I like coloring too much. I'm gonna color.
Colors are fun.
It's my show. I'm gonna do what I want.
Getting back to
Yeah, go for it.
getting back to Crease, D. Brad says, he could be calling Cagney and Lacey.
Why would he do that? What? I need
Because
this
he was a
explained to me.
regular on Cagney and Lacey.
Okay, I never watched Cagney and Lacey.
Me neither.
I watched very little of it.
I did watch the original movie, and without looking it up, who starred in the original movie of Cagney and Lacey? Before there was a TV series. It was a made-for-TV movie, not an actual movie.
Did it come out in '89? Is that?
No, before. That's why I remember it.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it was Loretta Swit from MASH fame.
Really?
And
that sounds right.
and someone else. I want to say maybe Tyne Daly, but I think Tyne Daly was for the series. It was someone else in the series.
I feel like I may have seen that too. That sounds familiar now that you mentioned that she was in it.
I'm thinking.
You are correct with the Loretta Swit.
Loretta Swit, yeah. And who was the other actress then?
I'm looking at it right now.
Well, see, I love having Wayne here. This is awesome.
It is cool. I need to get a Wayne on my show.
Wayne signed an exclusive contract with me, sir. Sorry.
Oh, where's...
I'm gonna have to get a Dwayne.
Well, that'd be my cousin.
Oh, sweet. Does he look just like you, but wears a hat?
We call him identical.
That's so funny. We're learning so much about each other on this show. I love it. No.
No?
It was an app. No, I was going to say, no, getting back to stuff. Go ahead, Wayne. You got something?
No, nothing yet. Sorry.
Uh,
I'm bouncing between screens.
I do love that Elizabeth Shue showed up. And I thought they were going to go the whole hokey thing where he was going to meet up with her and like have fun with her, and then the whole rivalry would start. But I love that he went back to Miguel's mom.
Oh yeah, I'm glad they didn't do that. I was a little worried.
See, but that's the good stuff about the show, because it goes unexpected. I like that part, and then those were my other favorite scenes when he's trying to help Miguel walk, and he sets him on fire. That is hysterical.
All that stuff, that whole sequence.
Right?
Okay. D. Brad has confirmed that Tyne Daly was in the movie and in the series.
Yeah, see? Okay, then I was right. Because I wanted to say she was in the movie, but I couldn't remember. Mm-hmm. And then they replaced her in the series with Sharon Gless. I think that was her name. Yeah. But I never watched the series. I remember watching the movie, but I didn't watch the series. Oh my gosh. See, I can remember things. This is exactly what's scaring me about not remembering Karate Kid Part 3.
I'm okay without remembering it for some strange reason.
I think maybe you blocked it out.
Well, I was at the accounting firm. I blocked out a lot of things that time. Let's just say it wasn't exactly. It'd be like Art in his black period.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't like this, Wayne. I'm really. I gotta make it. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, sir.
I was gonna say I needed to make an appointment with my doctor, but I keep belaboring that fact. But yeah.
We'll flip the script. We got a question from Ali.
Yeah.
Which 80s property has not come back? I'm trying to think of one. Mad Balls.
Mad Balls has come back. They make those still.
Yeah.
I got them in a Happy Meal a couple years ago with my kids, or a Burger King meal, one or the other. But they were super tiny.
That was from Mulan. Was the Szechuan sauce? I'm thinking of Rick and Morty.
Yeah. I don't know. So the question is, which 80s property hasn't come back yet?
That's correct.
I'd like Mask to come back. That'd be an interesting live action movie.
I thought they're doing something with Mask.
Are they doing it?
I thought so.
Every now and then something comes up, but I haven't seen any definitive stuff.
I don't know.
That was one of my favorites.
Cheers. Buck Rogers. Both of those haven't come back.
Surprised Buck Rogers didn't come back when Battlestar Galactica came back. That would have been interesting.
Now, Buck Rogers always confused me because Flash Gordon and Buck Rogers are two different things, but I always confuse them.
Oh, yeah?
Buck Rogers was created way before the television series, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's Dick Chalkins in the 20s.
Yeah, right? Okay.
Oh, it was that far back? Wow.
Yeah.
It was,
it was comic strips. Yeah. See, I always get that in Flash Gordon, because Flash Gordon was also a strip, too.
Yeah.
And that was Alex Raymond.
But then it was a serialized series of movies, or before they used to show them in the movie theaters as well, I think.
That's correct. It was part of the serials, and Buster Crabbe played both Buck Rogers and Flash Gordon in the serials.
Really?
Did he really?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I'm confusing them. And then he was in Buck Rogers' series with Gil Gerard.
That's correct.
He played like an officer or something like that.
Okay, how come we can remember this?
Right?
We can't remember the Karate Kid Part 3.
This is what I'm saying, Wayne. I think there's issues. I have issues.
There's a glitch.
In the Matrix. Maybe this is all the Matrix.
Or like WandaVision.
My gosh.
Your alternate reality is creeping away from you.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
I thought that's why we were here.
What were we saying, Wayne? Buck Rogers what?
Buck Rogers' first appearance was August 1928 in the pulp magazine Amazing Stories.
Ooh, Amazing Stories.
Okay, see, now this is I'm feeling really bad now because I blacked out 1989 and now I'm blacking out 29.
28.
28. I'm not remembering anything from that year either.
It's not good.
Oh my gosh.
T. Brad has heard that Buck Rogers is getting a reboot.
There we go.
From where? When? Who, D-Brad? Oh my gosh. This is all interesting. See, I think that's ripe for a rehash, but I wonder where the rights lie with all of that.
Well, I think that's what gets in the way of a lot of things like this is people come up with ideas and then it looks like it's going to happen, but then like a little rights issue gets tangled up. Like My Muppet Babies was never reproduced again.
Well, I think, yeah, because the Muppet Show, too, I think there was some sort of issue with the songs. That's why they never released the last couple of seasons on DVD. But now that it's owned by Disney, all those rights have been cleared up.
So everything is going to be on Disney Plus?
Yep, I think so. I'm pretty sure.
That's cool.
All right, here we go. On December 10th, 2020, it was announced by Legendary that a new Buck Rogers TV series is in development with Brian K. Vaughan writing.
What?
Legendary sounds
That's
correct.
legit.
That's crazy.
Sounds like a good fit.
Brian K. Vaughan writing. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know about that part, but
I'm okay with that.
yeah, I'm all right with it. But I don't know what would happen with that. What the take would be like.
Above it, on the 14th, it was announced Legendary again. Don Murphy and Susan Mumford will produce it.
Oh my
Intended
goodness.
to launch it as a multi-platform science fiction franchise. They'll probably kind of do like what Star Wars is doing with was it Star Wars Legends?
Maybe they're gonna do video games too. Or do they mean multi-platform as in multi-streaming services?
Well, multi-platform, like Star Wars is working video games, comics, movies, TV, and trying to link them all together.
Right.
And moving forward with the whole Star Wars franchise, I'm wondering if when you're doing like a multi-platform, you're going to try to hit different areas, like you said, like the video games, streaming.
Yeah, spread the content out.
Yeah.
Make the most of it.
Interesting. I remember I would get home because there was school stuff happening, and I would get home and I would rush home to try and watch Buck Rogers, but I'd always catch the last half of it, and it was annoying because I would never see the beginning of the episodes.
Get all the conclusions and
Yeah.
the introductions.
But then watching them as an adult, I watched them like on MeTV because sometimes they're on like Saturday night on MeTV, and I'll catch them and I'm like, oh, nostalgia! I'm a kid again, before 1989, so I can remember this stuff. and then
What's
I
MeTV?
watch them and MeTV is like a nostalgic TV channel,
And
and they show a whole bunch of things like Columbo that's Cozy.
It's on cable, so it's like the modern day Nick at Night kind of.
It's been around for a while, but they show like in the afternoons they show the Flintstones or Adam 12,
Nice.
shows like that, you know. And now they just started showing Saturday morning cartoons again on there.
Really?
Yeah. So you'll have Bugs Bunny and Tom and Jerry on there, Popeye
That's cool.
and stuff. But yeah, I'm watching them now, and I'm like, oh, these are horrible. The effects are horrible. The stories are horrible. And then, you know, it's the same thing with Battlestar Galactica. But Battlestar Galactica had some good episodes back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And it was definitely a replacement for Star Wars because we didn't have any Star Wars stuff, and everybody was starved for that stuff.
Right.
And then when they did the remake a few years ago, I was like, this isn't going to be any good. What the hell? Type thing.
Oh, the Battlestar Galactica?
Yeah, and it's like one of the best shows ever.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I binge watched that.
Hmm.
I didn't watch it for a long time. I held off, and then one day I was like, I better watch it.
Right, because it was so good.
You guys remember Pamela Hensley as Princess Ardala from Buck
Yeah,
Rogers?
she was on Matt Houston as well.
I remember her.
I remember her from that show. I loved her. She was on Matt Houston. She played C.J. Parker, I believe.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Why can I remember that but not 1989?
I don't know. You know what? You watch Batman too much.
I do remember Batman. I remember like skipping out on something to go see Batman.
Ding, ding, ding.
15 times.
With the trolley.
Franco.
Yes.
Hit it. Matt Houston as C.J. Parson for 69 episodes from 1982 to 1985.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I love that show.
And Ali said, Collector's Call on MeTV is the best.
Collector's Call. Oh, is that the show that's being hosted by Blair from Facts of Life, I believe? Never seen it. I should watch it. And I think I'm almost positive they did one episode in Metropolis. Not Metropolis, and yeah, I think so. That place that does the Superman show. It is Blair, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But they do that show in Indiana. Not Indiana. I don't know where it is. But they show Art Baltazar's painting in one of those episodes that he did for that museum.
Ooh, nice.
Superman museum. I have to watch this Collector's Call.
We don't get that up here.
Yeah, I haven't heard of it. I don't know what that is.
That's on MeTV.
The Collector's Call?
Yeah, the Collector's Call is on MeTV, I believe.
Yeah, like what I was saying up in Canada, I don't think we get MeTV. I don't think it's part of any of the packages we can hook up with. Oh, it's just like all the CBS online stuff is scattered all over the place.
Oh, really?
Up here, yeah. Or the DC, all the DC stuff, like the Swamp Thing, Pennyworth, Batwoman, any of the DC universe, you can find it on probably 4 or 5 different channels in Canada.
Huh.
Well, that's the same thing here, too, because it's on CW or on HBO, Hobomax, as we call it. Or
Yeah. But with us, they actually split it. If you want to watch the CW shows, if you don't get CW, you'll have to watch it on Showcase or on the Space Channel. Particular shows.
Space Channel.
Yeah. That's our version of sci-fi.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I'd watch that.
The other rumor I heard about the Cobra Kai is that they're trying to do a bunch of different shows in Cobra Kai universe.
Oh, so are they going to bring back like Johnny's buddies and stuff?
So I don't know. They already brought back his buddies, but I'm thinking, what kind of universe are they going to do? With
did all of his buddies come back?
well, I know that one because they referenced him. They brought him in, and I guess he had cancer because then he passed away, and they gave him a remembrance thing too.
Yeah, that I
on
remember.
there.
Yeah, no, they brought them all back.
I gotta rewatch the first 2 seasons. I haven't watched them since they were launched on YouTube.
I always forget that I'm drawing on camera, and sometimes I move the drawing all the way off the camera and forget that I did that. Sorry out there, folks. So yeah, what would they do as a Cobra Kai universe, or Miyagi universe, or whatever?
Well, I know I'm not going to watch the Dimitri show.
Oh, come on, you got to give it a chance.
What if he grows on you? Then what?
He made out with that girl, the hot girl from the school that he didn't know that he can get. And then they broke his arm? You weren't even sad at that, Wayne?
Even Hawk was sad.
Yeah, but Wayne was happy. Wayne was laughing.
There was some celebration in the Musso house that day.
Yes! Jumps off the couch.
Here's the thing, Dimitri, have you ever watched Being Human?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
There was an American version and a British version. The original British version, there was this guy named George. He played a werewolf. He was so annoying. I just wish someone had a silver bullet just to take him out.
Oh my gosh.
Because all he did was whine all the time.
That's how
And
he
that's
rolls,
what-
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess that's his. Is that his character?
Yeah, that was his character. Like, he just whined all the time, and you just wish someone would have a silver bullet just to get rid of him.
Oh, that's a lot of hate coming
It is,
from
that's-
Oh,
Wayne. I'm
no.
I'm
it's just-
I'm feeling like there's so much hatred from you, and you're Canadian, sir. I've heard such
True.
friendly things about Canadians.
I don't know. It's just what we thought.
Except for Dimitri.
Except for Dimitri. Now,
Dimitri can die.
Yeah, you were saying. Go ahead.
no, sorry. I was just reading a comment. I was responding back to D. Brad because he has MeTV on, and he's on the West Coast. I'm on the East side, so I don't think it's in our packages.
Mm. I see. Yeah, different places will carry different things. I guess. All right. So what else? What else about Cobra Kai do we need to know? That I don't know that Daniel-san would have been able to date Elizabeth Shue and that girl from Okinawa, and then get this wife. I don't believe any of that.
None of it.
I don't know. He's just so awkward.
He was.
Oh, we have a fun fact from Andrew Clark.
Well, tell me.
The actress
Andrew's been
that
hitting it
plays-
with all these fun facts.
The actress that plays Daniel's wife was born in 1978, and Ralph was born in 1961.
Wow, really?
Yeah. He
Further,
looks good for.
yeah, I was going to say, but further cementing the fact that he would never be able to get her
Exactly.
as a wife, I think. Right? Come on. Back me up on this, boys. It has to be.
No, I
He's
agree,
doing,
sir.
he's doing something right.
That's the
Is
car
he, though?
dealership.
I don't know. The
Yeah, but
writers
from
think
all
so.
accounts, she's the one that runs the car dealerships.
This is true. But I mean, to his credit, he did just get that deal with the company of the
even-
girl who he saved.
Yeah.
But that's only because he saved a little girl
Right.
years ago in a movie that we kind of remember
That no
as
one
number 3,
remembers.
but not 2.
Yeah, that we remembered as something that was entirely not it. We remembered it as an entirely different movie. Maybe this is Bill and Ted messing with the universe.
It could be.
Because they were
just
around
came
that
back
time.
too.
They were in 1989, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and we're gonna
Yes,
have
they
to
were.
catch up with that. We're gonna have to catch up with that too. We're gonna have to do a catch up with Wonder Woman too. We're gonna have to talk about that. But all right,
I need to watch Wonder Woman. Haven't gotten around to that yet.
maybe next week. Oh, and also for those of you people haven't seen our faces in a while. Let's do this. For those of you out there, if you have any suggestions for what we should catch up on, because I'm going to go by things that are happening during the week. But if you have anything specific that you want to catch up on, you should give us a heads up. Not that we'll watch it or that we'll use it or catch up with it on the show, but I'm just throwing it out there.
But
So,
it could give me something to watch since I didn't watch Cobra Kai before.
True.
Wayne, I'm scared for us not remembering this stuff. I think we need like Prevagen or something that'll help us kickstart our memory, because I see commercials for that all the time. And I don't know what it does, but that old man on the commercial really likes it. He can remember things now.
And when I watch those, I don't know about you, but I sit there and I'm like, me.
That
Do
you
I have
want
that?
them? Oh,
Do I
oh,
have that?
So you're a hypochondriac.
Well, they rattle off all the symptoms.
Oh.
You get headaches. You're old. Your joints ache.
Oh wow,
Anal-
it's just the
anal
aging
leakage.
process.
Anal leakage. You have that as well.
Yeah, not that one. I don't know. That one.
Yeah.
Not yet.
What? Those are the symptoms all the time on that.
Always?
Oh,
I don't remember that.
I guess it was me.
you got to read the fine print down at the bottom of the screen, but it's always there.
I need glasses. I can't read that fine print.
It's always there. It's yeah.
And then
I'm afraid.
the micro machines guy rattles it all off. Stop using if.
Is that guy still around? Because he's
he
the guy. He's the guy that Kreese is going to call in Cobra Kai season 4. He's the guy that's going to tell him.
You just keep talking at Daniel, and Daniel just keeps falling to the ground to his knees slowly. Stop speaking so fast.
See, because I'm going with theories of who Kreese is going to call. So I'm thinking he's going to call either a Ninja Turtle or Casey Jones or Starscream.
Now Starscream would be sweet, especially if they got Generation 1 Starscream to show up.
Generation 1. Oh, when was the other generation? Susan, 1989? Because I don't remember.
1989.
A second one.
No, they made movies. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah.
They remade...
Optimus Prime dies. Spoiler! Optimus Prime dies. I know that.
No, I meant the new ones. The new ones.
What, the new ones?
Did he die in the new ones too?
I don't know.
I can't remember. I watched almost all of them.
I'm scared. I don't know anything anymore. I can't remember anything. I'm having trouble finding all my colors.
You're drawing too often and not watching enough movies.
Well, that's just the thing. I mean, that's another reason for doing this. This show is because I realized that a whole pandemic went by, and I really haven't watched anything. I keep watching the same thing over again that I've watched. So I need to catch up and start watching some things.
Like Art and Breaking Bad?
Oh yeah, no, let's not get into that, please.
Keeping the love of 1989 going.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Ghostbusters 2 came out.
Yeah, it did. Did you know that
89?
Ghostbusters 2 came out?
Yeah.
In '89, really?
See that one?
Yeah.
Wait, why do we not remember? I would remember.
I remember
like
Ghostbusters 2. I was definitely at Ghostbusters 2.
But what I was going to say is I remember all this other stuff, but why do we not remember Karate Kid 3?
You want to check the ticket sales on Karate Kid 3?
How do I know? How do I know Karate? I know a Karate Kid 3 existed, but how do I not remember the plot of the movie or ever seeing it? I've seen all these other movies, but I haven't seen that. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm very, very scared. I don't want to know what else came out. Maybe I do. I don't know.
Howard the Duck. No, that was 85, I think.
Oh. Yeah, let's talk about that. No, let's not. Leah Thompson, I had such a crush on her, and then she did that movie, and I was like, what the hell?
This could be the reason why we don't remember.
Yeah.
Could be.
Tell us.
According to Box Office Mojo.
Sold one ticket and it was mine.
It said worldwide it made $38 million.
That's good, right?
What were the totals of other movies?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to get.
Oh, man.
I don't know if that's a lot.
Which is why I'm guessing they didn't make a Karate Kid 4.
You mean the next Karate Kid?
No, a Karate Kid 4.
We got to get rid of Danielson. We need somebody new.
And now, let me ask you this. My Cousin Vinny, is that like technically Karate Kid 4 or 5?
I like that movie. I haven't seen that in forever.
I love that
All
movie.
right.
Tell us, Swing.
Wait, I'm going to try to find where it is. Karate Kid 3 was number 33 in the movie grosses in 1989.
That's pretty good, unless you tell me now that only 33 movies came out in 1989. Then I'm going to be worried.
Oh, there's a few more.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my God. Ooh, okay.
This is a great episode. We haven't even gotten to WandaVision yet.
No, we haven't.
Oh, my gosh.
Star Trek V, The Final Frontier.
Oh. Oh. No, I can't say that. I can't say it. I don't know.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Yeah.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure? That's a dark movie. That's a really dark movie. Can't believe they made that and went the way where they went with it. But again, I guess that's the fun.
I should have named my layers.
So, what else? What else do we need to talk about Cobra Kai? Because I think we covered most of it. I think.
I think Ali has come up with the reason why we forgot about this, Franco.
Uh-oh.
In 1989, the Berlin Wall fell.
Oh,
And I remember that.
I remember that.
But I'm kind of like a movie buff. Like, I remember these movies and stuff like that when I see them. Why do I not remember anything about Karate Kid 3? That's what I'm saying.
Well, D. Brad suggests that maybe probably just you and me, Franco, should just watch the Karate Kid trilogy since
I
we
agree.
have no memory of it.
I'm thinking just as a matter of personal pride, I'm not gonna.
Well, now you can say it. Have you ever seen the Karate Kid 3? I don't think so.
I don't think I have. I think that's where I'm going with this. All right. Man. All right, let's talk about WandaVision, because I'm getting all depressed about not remembering things.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you were depressed about WandaVision.
I am depressed about WandaVision a little bit.
Oh, do tell.
That I'm not sure. I'm not sure that they couldn't have done anything in these 3 episodes that they couldn't have done in 1 episode.
Okay, I can see that.
Almost.
Like just burn right through the decades?
Well, not necessarily burn through the decades, but they're not giving us any information whatsoever.
Very minimal, I would agree. Unless they're giving us information that we're not picking up on yet. Where if you looked back, you'd be like, oh, that was a hint. Oh, that was a hint.
But it's not holding any interest past that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do.
I don't know.
I feel like it's set up to be bingeable, and they're releasing it once a week.
Well, that's the other thing I wanted to touch on too. How do you guys feel about the once a week rather than the dumping?
It works really well if you think about the fact that it's once a week when you're writing it. So, like The Mandalorian, I really enjoyed once a week.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my daughter would sit down, we'd watch an episode of The Mandalorian. It had a beginning, a middle, and an end. It was what it was. And then the next week, same deal. This one's a little different because they're really like dragging out the introduction.
And I really felt like with something like The Mandalorian, week to week, it really gives me something to look forward to, as well as with WandaVision.
Right.
It gives me something to look forward to, rather than, oh my God, I have to binge like 20 hours of this thing so I don't get it spoiled on the internet like tomorrow type thing.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Mm-hmm.
But no.
See, for me, it just feels like Twin Peaks, so it's just a very, very slow burn.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. And if you can't, most people can't handle a slow burn nowadays.
Right.
Or want to deal with a slow burn. They want immediate satisfaction. I see a lot of people complaining about it online, and I get it, but at the same time, I feel like I'm watching like a Twilight Zone episode that's just kind of like unraveling a little bit, bit by bit.
She did have that moment again where she rewound the vision.
Yeah, I think she's the most in tune.
Well, I think she's the one causing it, right?
I don't know. At the end,
and how much, Wayne? Because you're a big comics guy, right? How much of the comics? Because they had twins in the comics, and then
that was the Maxi series, I believe.
Right, and then that was all unraveled in that big, huge storyline. How much of that do you think they're bringing in here?
I haven't. I bought the collected edition on Comixology because my issues are really buried, and I don't feel like digging through long boxes trying to find them. It's just simpler to just buy it off Comixology when they had the sale for Vision and the Scarlet Witch. So I'm actually planning on reading it this weekend. Her 4-issue miniseries, the 12-issue, and also Tom King's Vision storyline to see how much of all 3 that they're incorporating in it.
Cool.
Interesting. Now, how much of did you read the Tom King Vision book already? And you're just rereading it, or you're reading it for the first time?
It's the first time reading it.
Oh, okay. So I was going to ask you something about it, but if you didn't read it, you won't know. Okay.
I will next week.
Because that's one of the few comics I have read.
Mm-hmm.
So of recently. Yeah, but I'm trying to remember back to the comics and all the unraveling, because that was all, again, spoilers. That was all in her mind type thing.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't think they touch on that in the show yet.
Yeah.
I think that will be touched later. Like later on, we'll find that the twins will disappear.
Right.
And that she'll have a true mental breakdown. And then that's when she'll really tap into her hex powers.
And Vision is, he's got the soul gem. I noticed that it was prominent in color. It was prominent, that you could see it right there in these, in this episode.
D-Brad has to leave.
Oh man.
And a certain person named Art Baltazar.
I don't know who that is.
Watching. I don't know who that is.
Hi, Art. How are you?
Hey, Art.
But what did you think of the episode, guys? Tell me.
Okay, like I said, for me, because I'm looking at it like the first season of Riverdale, it feels so Twin Peaks to me that it's a very slow lead up to what it is, and I'm trying to anticipate it. Like it made me want to go buy the comic books to read them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
So that's what these episodes have done, is because I want to see how much of it, or maybe they incorporated nothing from it, and just maybe the bare bones of the idea of Wanda and how much power she has.
Right.
But in today's episode, which was interesting, was the two neighbors talking, Agnes and
Oh yeah, that I really like that.
And where Vision was trying to get close, and it's almost like they wanted to say, "Hey, there's something wrong," but they couldn't say that there's something wrong.
Yeah, for
Well,
some
they
reason.
did say the black lady, Genevieve.
Yeah,
Genevieve is her character name. That she doesn't even have a house there.
Right.
And then she was thrown out of whatever bubble they were in.
Yeah.
And then you have all those
which look like modern times.
The helicopter
coming in to pick her up.
So I'm wondering what that's all about.
Yeah, and whether or not she knew what was happening, because she didn't seem like, I don't know, she seemed like she was there to warn her.
Because that makes me believe. No, it makes me believe that Wanda is doing all of this.
Oh, like she's warning herself?
Like she's doing all this because she's the one that keeps resetting things. When the guy in the beekeeper suit came out, it was you.
Yep.
When you came out, because I don't know if you know this, Wayne, but Jason is a beekeeper. So when he came out of the manhole cover, that was him in that episode. When that guy came out, she reset. When Vision was talking about things, she reset. And when Genevieve brought up Quicksilver,
Pietro.
yeah, she's like, "What did you say?" And then so she threw her out basically.
Yeah, you had a brother that was killed by Ultron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that line really stood out because they weren't talking about anything throughout these 3 episodes. But then
that popped out.
Now, what is the significance of the sword? Because that popped up on Genevieve's
I don't know what that
necklace.
symbol is either.
Well, that sword, isn't it like someone was saying, it was the organization that replaced S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Oh, really?
But again, my Marvel Comics knowledge after S.H.I.E.L.D., what happened, or what sword, I know that they're in the cartoons. Like in the Avengers cartoons, you do see sword, because they took over one of the ships. I'm not up to I can't remember it, but I think it's Kang's ship that they have.
Oh, okay.
In Marvel's Mightiest Avengers.
I'm gonna go back to the drawing because I forgot to switch back. But yeah, I'm not too up on sword either. But the helicopter had Iron Man's colors on it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if
it
that
also
means
had
anything.
the sword logo on it too.
Right.
Did you guys go back and pause it? Because I didn't.
No, they did that in the recap too. I saw the sword on the helicopter in the recap when she found it in the bush.
Anthony Leach says that sword is basically S.H.I.E.L.D. in space. He also believes that sword only thinks someone is controlling Wanda, and they realize that she's doing it all.
Oh.
And he loves the series, and he loves how they're building it up.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm having issues. I'm having issues with it
Well,
because I'm
see,
liking it, but I don't know if I am or
but you
not.
don't
You know
know
what I mean?
why you're liking it. That's
Right.
just it.
Well, maybe
Because,
you'll
like,
find out.
I think you said this the last time was because of you've been so immersed in the other Marvel movies and everything else
Mm-hmm.
that you have a vested interest in what's happening. You have an idea who these characters are. You know what they've gone through, and that's what's keeping you here. And I think you said last week, but if you showed this
Right.
TV show to someone who's never seen anything, would they still watch it?
Well,
And I'm not too sure.
I'll even go better because my wife is watching this with us, and she said to me, I said to her today, "Do you want to watch the third episode?" Because she watched the first two with
Yeah.
us,
But you're like,
and she's like, "I don't know. I'll give it one more shot." Is her words, and she's seen all the movies with me, but she doesn't
Okay.
have a very vested interest in them. And then she'll be like, "Well, who's that, and what's that, and this and that and the other thing." So like, she won't remember from movie to movie type thing.
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask my brother because he watches the movies, but he has no vested interest. He has no concept of where these guys came from, and I'll see what his thoughts are on it.
And he doesn't read comics or anything.
No, he doesn't. No.
Yeah.
No.
So it'd be interesting to hear what he has to say about that.
True. Yeah, and I'll definitely have that for you if I'm allowed to come back next week.
Absolutely, you're doing a hell of a job there, Wayne.
I try, sir. I'm trying to be the anti-Yoko Chips. I'm trying to be helpful.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Don't tell him that; he'll get upset.
I know.
Luckily, he doesn't watch this, or else he'd be upset already.
We'd be yoking. No, I
What
think I
about
got
you,
it set
Jason?
up pretty good.
Yeah, I think it works. Thank you for doing this again. I appreciate it.
Well,
I've been
I have
able to
my
draw
cell-
and not have to stop. Yeah.
Yeah, I have my cell phone, my iPad, and my laptop.
I know I'm engrossed in my thing here. I'm like getting.
But what are you thinking about WandaVision?
I like slow stuff like that. And when shows come on like that, and you're kind of like, I've always been a fan of giving shows like 5 or 6 episodes. I have friends who will give things like 1 episode, and they're like, nope, not for me.
Yeah, but see that? Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying last week about this. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean that's people just need to give it a few episodes, I think, and I think it's going to go into an interesting direction. I mean, it must because it was already.
Well, I was waiting for
popular.
episode 3 to really pop and give us something.
They waited to the very end to give you something.
Yeah. And that's why I'm thinking they could have done all of this if they made the first episode a little longer, they could have just done all of this in the first episode.
Yeah.
Like the first episode was really nothing. Like it was like, okay, we're in the 60s. It's a sitcom.
Yeah, I said to my buddy Joe, I was like, thank God they gave us the second episode because people really would have been, and I think they knew that. That's why they released the 2. I didn't know there was going to be 2 when I was watching it. Did they announce that ahead of time or?
No, I didn't know. I just saw that they had dropped 2, the first 2 episodes. So, and if they did announce it, I didn't know about it. So I was happy that they did.
Yeah, me too.
But.
Molly Clark is saying that the drawings look great, guys.
Oh, thank
Thanks.
you, Molly. Although whatever Jason's drawing, I don't know what it is because I haven't seen it.
Me either.
I haven't seen Karate Kid 3, so I don't know what he's drawing over there.
There was when Casey Jones was in it.
Oh.
Remember when he showed up in the third one?
Okay, Anthony said he watched it with a few friends who didn't dive into comics, and they all engaged, and they're all engaged with the pacing of it.
Nice.
And he also said we didn't know that they were dropping the 2 episodes until about a week before.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I have mixed feelings about it because I don't know that I'd be watching it if I wasn't vested in the characters from all the movies and loving comics and stuff like that. You know, if I had just gone by the first episode, I don't know. I'd be like, ugh.
Well, I think I would still be watching it even if I had no comics reference because I love the concept of them using sitcoms through the years to tell the story
Yeah, it
and
almost
seeing how
feels
they're
like
going to how are they going to incorporate each of the decades
yeah.
into it.
Now, do you think when they get to the late 80s and 90s, the 89 era, as I like to call it?
Oh,
Yeah, you won't be able to watch those shows. They'll just
I
be
won't be
blank.
able to watch that. But when they get to that era, do you think they're going to bring the Olsen twins in to do
cameo?
yeah? They should.
Oh, that's terrible.
Why? It's her sisters. Unless she doesn't like them.
No, my drawing's terrible.
Oh.
I'm
No,
trying.
I like your drawing.
I'm trying to write Casey and make it look interesting. It's not working out.
Casey Kai?
Casey Kai.
Man.
Well, Anthony says he's watched the first episode at least 8 times, and he says that both Lizzie and Bethany are charming in this format.
Oh, all right. Yeah, and the
Actually,
actors are doing a good job. I like watching them switch between the real, what we think is the real world and whatever else is happening. The way that they act, just completely switching.
Okay, now hear me out on this part here, okay? Because Elizabeth Olsen is a very pretty lady, but I don't know that she fits in look-wise with the decades as they're going through. I know they're doing makeup and all that other stuff, but Paul Bettany looks amazing in the 1950s, in the 1960s, and then as soon as he showed up with that long shaggy hair,
Yeah.
he looked like he belonged in the 70s, right?
Yeah.
Like right off the bat, I'm like, holy cow, he just like blends into everything.
If he had an afro, it would have been better.
Sweet.
Just a big
Like
Mr.
perm,
Brady haircut.
like a perm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a Bob from that '70s show.
Sorry, I was holding my breath there for a second. Johnny would have yelled at us for dead air.
Oh boy.
That's okay. So everything's quiet. Again, anybody, if you have any suggestions for catching up with Franco, now's the time to get your input in.
Yeah, we're gonna do some stuff. Forgot to do this. I gotta go back to my marker.
I ended up making this weird comic book cover.
What are you gonna do with it?
I don't know. No idea. File it away and probably not see it for a few years. That's what usually happens when I draw stuff randomly.
All right. So final thoughts on because we can move on to another topic or something. But final thoughts on any projections for WandaVision or anything?
Well, not knowing anything about the story at all, I just assume they're being kept there for whatever reason. Whether it's her powers or what have you. They're trying to figure something out about her. I don't know.
I don't know if they're being kept there. My thing is that if because Vision was destroyed, and
right,
the only way he would be back is if she brought him back, right?
Yeah.
I mean, why else would he be back?
Or is he back in her mind? No, he's noticing stuff. So
yeah,
maybe he's a program.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Could this be like a VR reality for her to try to? I think she had a snap after dealing with Thanos in Endgame.
Yeah,
it
that's
seemed
what I'm
like
thinking,
it built
right?
like a town or something in that bubble, though, doesn't it? Like maybe
Or she built it, or
maybe she created it, and they're holding it in.
They're
because,
encasing it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, something along those lines.
And Anthony said the names of the kids are the same as in the comics, where in the comics it was Thomas and William, and here it's Tommy and Billy.
Tommy and Billy, yeah.
Well, Billy, yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
It'd be interesting at the end of it if she says no more.
What do you think that would do?
Well, that would be to get rid of. That would lead you straight into the House of M.
See, that was my other theory. I don't know if I said that last week or if
You were saying something like it.
Yeah, that this opens the door to the mutant. Maybe I was just saying it to a friend of mine. I think I was saying it to a friend of mine that maybe this opens the door up for the mutants in the Disneyverse.
I think you said that on your show last week.
Did I say it on the show?
I think so. That sounds familiar. Unless you said it to me before the show.
And again, they can actually now use the word mutants since Fox is part of Disney, as opposed to miracles.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking that has to be it. Because didn't they say that all these shows are going to tie together?
Well, they're supposed to be
everything's supposed to stitch together.
And they have to be shown in a specific order because of how the other stories flow.
Yeah. See, that's what makes me think. Because then some of the other slates coming up isn't Fantastic Four in one of the slates? Wasn't that announced?
I think so.
I'll bring that up. That's Marvel Phase 4.
Yeah, that was announced. I mean, they haven't announced a cast or anything, but they announced that's coming up. I think.
Yeah, the films. What they have listed is Black Widow, Shang-Chi, and The Legend of the Ten Rings, Eternals. This is all 2021 stuff. An untitled Spider-Man Far From Home sequel.
That's the one with all the different spider guys, Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I heard something like I think Tobey Maguire was asked to be in it or something like that, and then he asked for more money or something like that, and they gave it to him.
Wow.
Because they really wanted him in the movie or something like that. So.
Good move, sir. I guess.
It's gonna be interesting, right?
Here's a good comment from Sean McKinney. It's almost like that Pleasant Hill story, where the town is a prison and everyone in it is somebody but mind wiped.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's like when she flew out and she looked confused.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah. WandaVision, again, from Anthony, WandaVision story will bleed into Doctor Strange, too.
Ooh.
Right,
And
because it's
possibly Spider-Man 3.
Ooh.
As well as FF a little bit later.
Yeah, because I'm thinking that I saw some sort of pre thing when they announced it, or when they debuted the show, like the week before they debuted the show, they did a Q&A with fans and the cast or something like that, and Benedict Cumberbatch was in there, so I think he's going to show up in this at some point.
That's cool.
Well, it would make sense because if you're dealing with magic, to bring in the Sorcerer Supreme.
Right? I think so. Well, it's definitely sparking my thoughts, like what could happen, what could it be? Oh. How about this? Because now my senses have been thinking.
Franco senses.
Because why would she bring up Quicksilver, Pietro?
Oh.
Because aren't they technically? They're technically mutants because Magneto is a mutant, and aren't they children of Magneto?
Yes, they are.
What if they would bring back? What if they brought back Pietro, and that would open the door for the mutants?
Well, that's what they're getting into with the multiverse, is the possibility of bringing in the Fox version of Wanda and Pietro, with this being the Marvel Studios version of Wanda and Pietro. So there could be a crossover.
Because you think something like they'll cast a new Wolverine, but at some point maybe Hugh Jackman might even show up?
Actually, I thought he said that he's willing to do it.
Yeah, I remember seeing that in like a headline.
Yeah, I know
or
he said he was willing to, but then again, last week or the week before, there was some scuttlebutt about Captain America. Yeah, and I saw his tweet that said "news to me."
Yeah, I saw that too.
That he was having talks with them. But then, what if all this stuff happening here, with all this speeding up and winding back and stuff like that? What if that is Pietro?
Oh, that's an interesting thought.
Because she speeds up and slows things down, right?
Yeah.
Or is it her? Or it is her doing it, though.
Or she's just working stuff out with her mind. I don't know.
Well, Sean has an idea. I used to think it was taking place in between when she is dusted and when she returns in Endgame.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Ooh.
And it ends with her having to say goodbye to Vision all over again. But now it seems like it's taking place after Endgame, since Jimmy Woo is trying to get to reach her through the radio.
Who's trying to reach you through the radio?
Jimmy Woo.
Jimmy Woo.
He's I remember he's part of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, okay.
He was in the Paul Neary series in the 80s. I think it's the 80s, when you had Nick Fury versus S.H.I.E.L.D. Jimmy Woo was a main character back then, and I think it even goes back to the 60s with Steranko.
Huh.
Now, have we seen him in the movies at all?
I do. Wasn't he? Oh, I'm going to confirm that before I open my mouth.
Yeah, ask Sean. Maybe Sean knows. He's been giving us all these tidbits.
Yeah. Hey, Sean, do you think? No. He also. I think AIM is involved, since we've seen the Beekeepers.
The Beekeeper.
And the Octagons.
That's what I thought at first.
Yeah, that's Sean confirmed what I was thinking. He's the S.H.I.E.L.D. agent in Ant-Man when he goes to visit.
That's right.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was Jimmy, and I wanted to check the movie credits.
Interesting. See, now I think my appreciation for the show has grown a little bit. Because we're starting to work all this stuff out.
Maybe that's what they want you to do, is just sit there and stew and wonder what the heck's going on and come up with your own theories.
Well, how did they know that I would be doing a catch-up show like this, though?
Kevin Feige knows everything.
I leaked it.
Kevin does. Maybe he does.
He's all-seeing, all-powerful.
I don't know. It's kind of cool, though. I mean, it has got me thinking about stuff.
If the Beekeeper is the true, like, the AIM costume, oh, that'd be hilarious to see those AIM costumes.
But then what's going to happen is it's going to piss me off if none of this happens, though.
But in your own multiverse, it has happened.
Yeah, in 1989.
This is awful. I need to go to the doctor or something. Have myself checked out. Prevagen, but with no anal leakage. That's what I'm thinking. How's my WandaVision coming out?
Looking
Are
good.
you liking it? I'm kind of digging this one more than I dig last week's, I think. I take way too much time on these things.
Ooh.
Or do you take just enough time?
I'm like a slow artist.
So am I.
Andrew Clark gets into the speed. What about the speed factor, the fast decades, the fast birth? What does it all mean?
Ooh, see?
Could the fast brother come back from the dead?
Andrew! You and I are on the same wavelength.
Mm-hmm.
And Sean talks about all those commercials we get to see with WandaVision, with Strucker and Hydra.
Yeah, and this
clues.
week's was the Calgon one.
Yeah.
What were they
Hydra
doing
soap.
with that though? Was it hydrating soap, right?
Hydra soap.
Hydrating.
Hydrating?
Hail hydrating.
Hail hydrating. Ooh, fun fact from Anthony, Dr. Strange was Wanda's doctor for the pregnancy. I think he will appear in the last episode to help
Deliver?
these tie together.
Interesting.
But I like I said, this series made me want to buy on Comicology the books I have in the basement that I refuse to go and dig for because I'm lazy and I don't want to like go through all these boxes looking for them. But to
Yeah.
read the story again, because I think it was Richard Howell did the artwork, if I remember right.
Yeah, it definitely made me want to read them. Because I'm watching it and my family's asking me questions. I'm like, I don't know enough about this to even know how to answer your questions.
I did love back in the day when Marvel would do the maxi series and the mini series.
Yes.
I miss those. Now they'll just like do a series and then wipe it out when it doesn't work out sales wise. But I think doing the mini series and the maxi series was fun.
Well, you think of all the minis and maxi series, DC and Marvel at the time, all the different stuff we got to see. Brian Bolin with Camelot 3000.
Uh-huh.
Was an amazing series. Took a while to come out, but it was an amazing series to watch. And there was I don't want to like harp on this generation. I find that there was a lot more creativity with the main characters back in those times, giving them different stories, as opposed to what we're seeing now, which is just more or less reiterations of the same stuff that has happened before.
Yeah, because they have audiences for it, I think.
Yeah. Or it's just that I've read too much stuff over the years, and it's just everything seems to be the same, and it all came out of 1989.
One of my biggest pet peeves about comics now, and specifically with Marvel, is, I still buy some series, but I can't think of any title off the top of my head right now, but I have stuff in my storage room here where I haven't read it yet in a while, but like, I have like Daredevil, and then I'm trying to put them together because I buy them I'm so horrible. I buy them with all intention of reading them, but then I never do. And then I collect a pile of them. So like say Daredevil. And then I have Daredevil number 8, and then I have another issue of number 8. And I'm like, what is this? And then I'm like, oh, it's a different volume. They started over again. And then I don't know which one is which, and I have to look inside, or look at the artist, and that's, I don't know. I get annoyed with that. Like, they keep restarting these things over and over again. And why can't they just keep going? And I understand the thing about sales and everything, but it's like they don't even give some of this stuff a chance.
Well, I don't know. Way back, I think when the Marvel digital subscription thing first came out, I got it, and I said to my buddy, I'm like, all right, I want to read, Civil War or something. There's a big arc I wanted to read. I'm like, well, how do I make sure I know what I need to know before I watch it? And he gave me this list of things.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa. He's like, yeah, but you're also going to want to read these like 2 or 3 issues from this series just so that you have background knowledge on this and that. And I'm like, oh man, I don't know if I can.
Yeah.
I don't have it in me.
Yeah.
It's not like the old days where all it was for Crisis. Hey, look, there's a red sky.
Right?
That's the tie-in.
I remember, because there was no comic shop around me, so I would get. At one point, I went to subscription to get my comics, and I remember waiting there was a time around Secret Wars, and I remember waiting for that subscription box to show up because I wanted to, and they wouldn't send it to me every month. They would send it to me like every other month.
Yeah.
So sometimes I would get like 1 issue of Secret Wars, and sometimes I'd get 2 or 3 at the same time when it was coming out. But I remember, man, that was something I was looking forward to so much, and waiting for it, and I don't know that I get that excited for any series because I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's coming out. It's so confusing with you got to read all this stuff and all this stuff, and
you can't just jump in.
I can't. Yeah.
There's no jumping in points in these books. Sean's brought up a really good point again. I like it when they had 2 numbers on the books, one for the legacy and one for the current season.
Are they not doing that anymore?
I wouldn't even have noticed it. Yeah, like I only get Batman books. Like, and again, I only get Batman and Detective because I've been reading that for like 50 years.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I might just give up comics now.
Oh, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Can't do that, sir.
Thanks for having me on the show. I don't want to do comics anymore either.
Oh, no. No. What am I going to do on a Friday night?
No.
We'll talk about something else.
Okay. We'll talk about 1989.
That's what I was just going to say.
We'll try and piece together what happened.
It's your own private WandaVision.
It's 2 years after university for me, and then 2 years working. And then, I don't know.
Oh, God, I think I ruined WandaVision now. I think I ruined him.
You broke it, Franco.
I went with the dark green and I ruined it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it looks okay.
I think so. I think so.
Looks good. She's hexing away pretty cool.
Yeah, I gotta finish those two. See, this is taking me way too long. How long have we been on the air?
6 hours.
Yeah.
1 hour 40, I think. 1 hour 42, according to the clock on the wall.
Oh man! All right, we gotta go eventually. See, because I gotta go back with color pencil, and I don't have enough time for that. But
Anthony says they do currently show legacy numbering. Anthony, is that for Marvel or for DC?
I don't think DC does the I don't think the DC does the legacy.
DC does legacy on the main books, like Detective and Action. They're all legacy numbers. Oh, especially once you clock over 1,000. You want to show, hey, I did something for the past 80 years. Except for 1989.
Yeah, I don't know. The first show was okay with Scoot, and now this show has depressed me. The second one has depressed me because I can't remember a whole year.
That's my fault.
In my life, okay. And I didn't finish my drawing, and I should.
See, Franco, I look at it like this. I have 56 years under my belt. If I only lost one, I still have 55.
It's just a good way to look at it.
Yeah, I guess
I'm still beating the odds.
Never tell Franco the odds.
Never.
Yeah, Anthony says it's Marvel that's doing the legacy numbering. They're showing the legacy.
Awesome.
So that's just right on the cover? Or on the inside?
No. I don't read Marvel. It's not that I don't read Marvel. Yeah, I just don't read it.
This is what Jason is drawing. This is pretty cool, Jason.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
I believe it's Raphael.
Yeah, Leonardo. Yep. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, I'm gone colorblind.
What did you, that also happened in '89.
Leonardo changed to Raphael in '89. You don't remember that?
Do you want to put up the other drawing you were working on too, so everybody can see a large screen too?
Yeah, I was gonna stick this guy in there if we had time, but
there you go. Yeah.
That's it.
You're gonna put Raph in the cover too?
Raffinardo. I might put him in there.
Raffinardo.
Yeah, he might end up in there.
It's Casey Kai. That's where they're gonna go after it. That's gonna be 5th season, I think.
Yeah, he's taking the place of Kreese. He's gonna teach Johnny how to fight.
They're gonna go into a Ninja Turtle thing, and then Rambo, and then Expendables. That's where I'm thinking they're going with all this. And then here's my drawing. I have to add colored pencils to it. I'm going to at some point.
Nice.
Over the next couple of days, and then I'll put this up for sale on my big cartel site. But I have to feather out. I have to feather out some of these pinks and stuff like that.
Looks good.
And thank you. But
hey, Jason, for your drawing, are you going to add the Hanson brothers?
Oh, Slapshot. Paul Newman. Put Paul Newman in there.
Could. It's going to get crowded.
That's awesome. Well, thanks for showing up. Thanks for coming, Jason, and catching up with all this stuff.
Yeah, thanks for having me on there.
That I don't remember anything of. Wayne, reader guy, thank you so much.
No problem.
I was able to concentrate more on drawing and conversation rather than having to switch back and forth. So
Yeah,
I'm all
nice.
set. I have the technology to assist.
you're awesome. And for those of you out there, I hope you enjoyed the hour, and I hope we didn't spoil too much. But you should have watched this stuff before you came on, honestly. So it's not our fault.
We did warn at the beginning.
We did. We were going to spoil more stuff. Next week we'll talk about probably another episode of WandaVision, and something else as well. I do want to go over. I don't know who next week's guest is yet, but we'll talk during the week. And I do want to talk about some comics that I bought recently. So I want to showcase those, and we'll talk about those, and maybe we'll have Wayne pick a couple of things out from his collection that are maybe on the top of his collection, so he doesn't have to dig down real deep, and maybe we could talk about that. So,
You can bring him on his iPad.
Let's see. Batman, Detective, Batman. Oh, Catwoman. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got a few.
And then, and also for those of you out there, at some point, if Wayne keeps coming back, because he's awesome for doing this, but if he keeps coming back and wants to grace us with maybe some of his collection, I know he has a very, very fine art collection, and we could show some pieces from that too. But thank you for coming, Jason, and thank you, Wayne, for hanging out. And for those of you out there, thank you for spending the time. I'm doing this show mainly to really just catch up on stuff that I should be watching, that the rest of the world is watching, that I want to watch. Because I wanted to talk about, maybe we'll talk about Wonder Woman next week. But, I love talking about Mandalorian because those are the shows that I see. But, I need to see more stuff. I need to, get out of this drawing chair. But it gets me to talk about stuff with you guys, and I get to draw stuff like this.
Yeah.
So, other than the comic book work stuff that I actually have to do, which I do the rest of the week. But thanks for coming, guys.
Yeah, thank you.